guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing more of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. And I just finished playing the first story of it with Black Peter, and now we're going to be moving on to the next one. So if you guys want to check out that video, you can see it on my channel. And enough said, let's get right into it. But, aye, Captain, finished Black Peter's case. Riddle on the rails. Missing an important phrase in dialogue. Okay. It's actually really unfortunate. I wanted to see the stats, but I guess they never loaded.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Oh, God.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds awful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
Oh.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Is it our
Yes, Holmes,
cousin?
I really think we ought to leave now.
Is this like our brother or like our cousin?
Mycroft.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My
Yeah,
brother remembers
brother.
everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Excuse you.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Oh.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Oh? Okay, wait. Chronicle. The fate of... Oh, wait. The fate of Black Peter. So, personality ranking sympathizing the fate of Black Peter. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Carnes, a professional harpooner, the only one capable of executing such an accurate throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. But the murder was in self-defense against an armed defeated drunken sailor. Okay, yeah, so... fate of Black Peter, and then personality ranking is sympathizing. Okay. So, unfortunately, it doesn't give us the actual, say of it. It doesn't actually, like, tell us the statistics, but that's okay. And then the harpoon that was used to kill Black Peter. Great, what a nice souvenir. Oh, letters. Take. Okay. A harpooner's revenge. Oh? The Sarand. The grotesque murder of the former captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murder of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventra, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, a lawful justice could not be awarded. Coventra was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. Okay. So that was our...
This is where I keep my post.
Okay, so that gives us all of the information on our previous cases, interestingly enough. We're still watching the same girl who happens to be looking out of her window all the damn time, bro. Okay. Watson.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
That's a good idea. Where?
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Oh, okay. Well, 1 week later. Okay, so that's calling the cab. Okay.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
We are literally the
I'll
only
take your
people
bags
here.
and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
And crickets.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into
I bet it's
thin
gonna be
air.
one of those things where the
Holmes,
where
say
like the
something.
tracks weren't
Quick.
right.
Fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
I bet that it's our brother who made
It's
the
too
train
dark.
go away,
Only fog and rails, nothing
so
else.
that we could like help
There is
him.
no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Oh, Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Destroyer. That's funny.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Okay, inspect the scene. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, oh. Oh, that's where if we wanted to. Okay. That's if we wanted to leave. Is these portable archives? Wow.
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is...
Whoops. And then Watson's following us. I was thinking, what if it's possible that it's actually our brother Mycroft that made the train like go away because of like the like those levers where like it changes the tracks that the train goes on. So it's like the train went to a different place instead of like the place that it was supposed to be in. I think that makes sense. F. Imagination talent helps you to visualize objects and events useful in limited situations.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Really? Railway sleepers examined.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Oh, so just like railway.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Okay.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
So railway sleepers
There
are
are no
considered.
signs to indicate that the train ran off the track. Nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, that is interesting.
There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Okay, so these are called railway sleepers. Interesting. I didn't know that those were called, but okay. I guess you learn something new every day. Let's ask for a map now.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
From how he's talking, it's very, like, interesting from, like, how he's talking about it. Fully gray hair, okay. Honorary badge. There's also probably a pocket watch there. Spots of earth. Maybe he was gardening? Wedding ring. Information about train. Information about train.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Okay, hold on. What? Alright, well, I can't look
I
at
would
it.
be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
So, and will be met in current case. Oh, will be met in future case. That's interesting. So you can tell which characters you will meet. Okay. Well, also character portrait. So this man is in his 60s and he has been married for a long time. The fresh sprouts of earth upon his knees reveal a passion for gardening. Okay, so that's what I said. His badge of honorable station master reveals that he is a long-standing employee. All of his demonstrates his desire to live a quiet and stable life. Live a quiet and stable life. Okay. I don't know what this place is. Oh, wait.
Railway post bags.
Don't know what that's for.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Junk pile.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Also from a locomotive, okay.
An old locomotive bell. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Interesting how the doors just closed like that. Okay, but so where did he say that we should get a map from? Or like
A telegraph.
interesting. Oh, okay. Railway map.
This map will be useful.
So we are here. This is where I'm assuming that the train was like gone. Okay, to Nottingham is that way. A copy map of this railway district that was found at Evesham Station. Solve the mystery of the vanished train. Find more information about the vanished train. Great. How do I do that? There it is. Oh, message to all stations. Mr. Robinson's looking at Birdlingston Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
I agree. Mr. Robinson is looking at Bridleton Station. I don't know why that matters, but train composition. Okay, line Nottingham, London. Type train composition: locomotive, coal car, first class car, postal wagon, special wagon. Ordered by special wagon. Ordered by Mr. Robinson.
Here is the train set.
Second class car. Okay. So, okay, composition, locomotive, coal car. First, so coal car, is it like that? Like, or no, like locomotive and then like coal car. Yeah. Okay, so this is locomotive, this is coal car, and then it's first class car, postal wagon, special wagon, ordered by Mr. Robinson, and then the second class car. Okay. Didn't dialogue the vanished train of the following composition? Okay, ordered by Mr. Second class car. Some of this. Okay. My question: what was it that was said to us by not John Watson, but by Mycroft? So you are in the fourth car. The train will be waiting for you. So is the fourth car like this car? As in, like, are we in the postal wagon? Is that like a good thing, or I'm assuming that we were supposed to be in the postal wagon, but that kind of seems to me like a place specifically meant for writing letters, and that's like supposed to be sending letters to people. But I guess we need to talk with the train, or like with this director, and ask him about Dr. Robinson or Mr. Robinson's special wagon.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
Okay.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Passengers of the train. Okay, wait, so is it possible that maybe it has something very important of value, and so the reason why it got, like, the train mysteriously disappeared is because someone wanted that very incredible thing? Like, maybe it's Mycroft or something who, like, ended up needing, like, who ended up doing something that somehow got the train. Like, I don't know, that's crazy how it disappeared. But, okay, let's see, passengers of the train.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
With the passengers.
That is interesting.
Because that's where Mr. Robinson is from. Bridlington station, that's where Mr. Robinson was, and that's
You
where we got
mentioned
the
a
special
problem
car.
at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Wow, perfect. So the train was delayed. The Evansheim station master received a message informing of the train's delay due to some issues with the passenger at Bridlington station. That's over there. Find out what the special wagon was carrying or retrieve information about passengers that were present at the night train. Let's go to Bridlington then. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. First, train service. Okay, this is a really pretty place. You guys. Bro is the thinker over there, alright. Mr. Robinson's right here. Okay, wait, before I talk with him. Angry passenger. Oh, is this the reason why they were out? Like, that they couldn't leave?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Okay, let's see. Work clothes. Is this a commute? Cheap tickets. So he was probably in the fourth, or not fourth railway car. I'm sorry, in the I forget which card it may have been. Oh. Rough skin. He might be, not a railway worker, but... not
Please
exactly
calm
sure.
down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Mycroft? Cause ever since we talked to Mycroft at the beginning, I keep on thinking like maybe he has something to do with this case. Like maybe he's trying to, his government, like maybe Mr. Robinson has something that is specifically that thing that he needs to be done. You know what I mean?
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
So is this? I definitely think
Goodbye,
this
sir.
is like Mycroft. Like this is definitely like something Mycroft's doing. Like these are, they probably think that these people are in some way, because like Spanish, like, I mean at this time I'm not sure the relationship between Britain and Spain, but I know that they had like beef, especially like during American Revolution and stuff like that. Like they had beef with each other. So, I mean, like, that probably might explain it as well. So they think that this is, like, a big act. Like, how do I say it? Like, they're untrustworthy of, like, this, of Spain. And, like, maybe that's why. And, like, Mycroft is trying to protect the government and, like, Britain by getting them off the train or something. By only making, like, or they're confining the Spanish so that they can do something with them, maybe. Or it was someone from the Spanish who was making sure everyone got off the train so that no one got to see what they had. And then maybe they hijacked the train to go and do something else.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes,
Okay,
please
thanks.
excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Australian hat. Expensive clothes. Heavy gold ring. Oh, fancy shoes, crocodile skin.
You must be Mr. Robinson.
So
is that
he's
correct?
Australian?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
Special wagon.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing
I just realized.
electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Company directions and prototype value. Were you on the train?
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid
Ooh.
station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
Okay.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Okay. So, yeah, so for right now, what I'm thinking is gonna happen is that, like, yeah, maybe the train didn't get hijacked, but I definitely think that this is, like, some planning where, like, either the Spaniards or Mycroft, they specifically wanted him off this train, specifically so that they would delay the train. Because the telegram let people know that all stations that this guy is at this station. Why is that? Why would that telegram be sent through? Like, how special is this guy really? But company direction?
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company.
Chilean,
I had made
okay.
an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
For prototype value.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean Company.
So, okay, no trace of train vanished with people. The train runs passenger staff on board. Chilean stayed on train. All passengers were removed from the train except for the direction of the Chilean Barracas Company. They were the only passengers on the train after Burlington Station. No trace of there was no trace of place where it was last seen. So would I do that with the like traces of people? Trains vanished with people? Okay, I'm gonna say Chilean stayed on the train, or so Chilean stayed on the train vanished with people. That seemed like one of the most obvious things. But accident Chileans stay on the train was just a coincidence. The train conductor overlooked them. No, Chileans were left. The director of the Chilean Barcazas Company were intentionally left on the train. The controller removed all passengers from the train except for Chileans. That's what I thought. I thought that this would make sense, because how do you overlook all of them? Right? Like, I mean, that's what I was thinking. We open this.
A telegraph.
Let me talk with this guy first before we inspect with our eye.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Problem with passengers?
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
So, this is the guy who ended up needing to take everyone off the train. I actually think that he might have actually just overlooked the person. Like, there's a big chance that he actually just overlooked all of them somehow. To station. Okay. Ink smudges. Anything unusual yesterday?
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Translated rookie station master, train composition, railway map. Robinson stepped off. Managing a railway station. Master's reports are confidential. Train was delayed. Rookie station. Yeah, rookie station master, I thought.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
That is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What was the strange message?
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Okay, so... Railway... What? Oh, telegram from Chesterfield. Shirtland Railway Station. Oh! Departed at... Arriving... Okay, arriving at Chesterfield, like, Railway Station. Yo! That's... Yo! Okay. So... This actually... This looks like this is possible... I don't think these are... What's it called? I don't think these are spelling errors, or maybe they are, but I think this is actually a different language. This might be... I want to say it's Spanish, but this isn't Spanish because I feel like I would be able to read this. Like, I'm thinking Spanish, I feel like I would have been able to read this, but... like, that... Estación, like, that... I feel like this... Like, it would have been estación. It's, like, that would have been the state... That would have been station, and like, railway. Like, not... Tren. This, though, like, tren, this is train in, like... El estación de tren. Like, that's how you would say train station. But, so I feel like it actually, this telegram, I still think it was hijacked. I think that it was hijacked by these, Chileans? But, like, the people who were very invested in his product, in the person's, what's it called? What's his name? Mr. Robinson's products. I think like they were very interested, and so they sent this telegram to like pretend like they were going on, but they didn't know actually how to read it. Mr. Robinson's looking at a Bridlington station. Like, yeah, okay. So, but okay, Robinson is a wealthy, like Thomas Robinson. Yeah, Robinson is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, clearly indicated by his expensive clothes and golden ring, his Australian hat, and crocodile shoes may allow us to deduce that he is a foreigner who traveled to England. Most likely he is here due to a business trip. By this passenger's hands and clothes, he appears to be a specialized worker. He has no baggage and is alone. He is not traveling nor on a vacation with his wife. He has taken the train on a daily basis to get to work and back. In this event, he who would be accustomed with the railway and be familiar with the stations as regular fellow passengers. And then the station master Bridlington is fairly young. He tries to keep his uniform clean, and he is attentive to his duties. Fresh ink stains upon his fingers of his right hand indicate that this young man has been writing a great deal. It seems that he has almost completed his education, and this is his first serious position. Okay. Dialogue. So the Chesterfield station's master report about the vanished train was full of errors and barely readable. It is hard to understand if he confirmed that the train passed through this station or not. So that's the point of the report. The telegram is to see if it was there. So we could go to Chesterfield, but Barcaza's company remained on the train after Billington Station while all the other passengers were removed. Let me look at the dialogue again, because it said, who was it? Okay, so he says, first of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And so this was after they got... But yeah, here. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off this train here at my station. I have no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it was that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about company service. Who asked you to take the people off the train? Who ordered you to do so? That would be my question. Gap in the floor, sheet of paper. A document.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
And why is that here? Insurance policy. Insurance is organized by Thomas L. Robinson for this prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. This policy partially covers the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. A maximum cover amount $15,000. Insurance duration 1 year. Duration 1 year renewable. Yeah, I could probably talk with him about that. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Just field report. Okay. Let me talk with him. Insurance for prototype.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Important grip sack?
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal. An absolute...
Okay, we got it. What else? Can't go up there. Bridlington. Okay, left luggage. Postal bag.
Railway post bags.
Is there Robinson's luggage? There we go.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
And what are we supposed to do? Break open the lock? Oh. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Oh. There we go. Business papers.
Look, Watson. A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
Great. So this is an should I underline everything? Okay, this is an exclusive sales contract regarding the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying electricity in an autonomous way. Emerson Electric Company, the buyer, understands that they are purchasing this device as is and are in agreement. Mr. Thomas L. Robinson, the seller, is not responsible for any problems that may arise with the prototype after purchase, whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time of purchase. The buyer is obligated to make prepayment in amount of 10% of the prototype price in advance upon signing of the contract. The remainder should be transferred within 1 month term.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. An exclusive sales contract.
Exclusive sales contract regarding the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying electricity in an autonomous way. Okay. Wait a minute. When it means, oh no, I did not mean to. I don't mean to do that. Okay. This is an exclusive sales contract.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Oh! Regarding the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying electricity, Hong Kong General Electricity Company, the buyer understands that they are purchasing this device as is and are in agreement. Mr. Thomas L. Robinson
is the seller.
Is not responsible for any of the problems that may arise with the prototype. The buyer is obligated to make a prepayment amount 10%. Ooh, so this is like almost like a scale.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
Garden, he's the seller.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Oh, this is an exclusive sales contract regarding the prototype invention dedicated to appliance supplying electricity in an autonomous way. Baraka's Chilean company, the buyer, understands that they are purchasing the device as is and are in agreement. The sellers are responsible for any problems. So it seems like Mr. Thomas L. Robinson is kind of trying to scam the people out of what they're doing, because this is an exclusive sales contract, and so there's 4 different contracts, and so all of them bought like 10%. They paid 10% up front, and what was it? It was like $15,000. That was like the insurance on it, whatever that may mean. But I think that was like, what is he doing? Is he getting? So there's a possibility. So this is what I think is it, because it says like it needs to be as is and is not responsible for any problems that may arise with the prototype after the purchase, whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time of purchase. Right here, whether or not may arise with whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time of the purchase. So when they bought it, Mr. Robinson probably already knew that the prototype that he's giving them doesn't actually work, or that like it's not like a real prototype. It's like he has his invention and maybe he could replicate it, but it's not real. Like this is a whole scam that's going on. It's like it's not an actual thing, and it's like like he's just selling this prototype. He's getting money of it, 10% of it, which is a lot, and he's giving this fake thing to each person, which they will not be able to do anything about, because if it's broken, then it's like they already signed this contract saying that they agree that it will be as is, and technically they can't sue Mr. Thomas L. Robinson for. So maybe, and we see right here the Baraka's Chilean company, the buyer in this case, they are probably doing this and stealing the actual prototype by chance. We'll see, but I'm not actually sure. Maybe it was another dupe or a fake. And this is all of his signature, so this is an exclusive sales contract.
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
This time it's Medicine General Electric Company. This was Emerson Electric Company. This was Hong Kong General Electric Company, and this was the Baraka's Chilean Company. So all of these are electric companies. I want to see what the difference was with the Baraka's. Like, are they also an electric company? I kind of forgot. I need to read them in again.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
And it said, what was it? The director of the Baraka's company remained on the train after Billington City with all the other passengers were removed. I'm assuming that they are electric, that they're an electric company? No trace of train prototype has insurance. Prototype has many customers. Okay. This to be a revolutionary model. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. That the prototype has many customers, but like, and then that like the prototype seems to be a revolutionary model. I feel like that makes sense. But okay, prototype has many companies or this was to sell his prototype to many customers. He had numerous agreements for signing multiple contracts. The vanished trains was wagon ordered by Mr. Robinson could contain something very important. No train restrictions, no train to the place where it was last seen. Just a telegram, such a station program that arrival and departure of the vanished train. So maybe this though. Yeah, that's a nice point. But prototype has insurance. Robinson's motive. The loss of the prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive. Oh! The loss of the prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. Fraudulent exclusive. Okay, so Chileans were okay, I see what's going on here. Robinson planned this to happen so that he could get a bunch of money. Chileans were left on the train purposefully. That it was in fact the directors of the Chilean Barraca's company were intentionally left on the train. Yes. So that by Robinson, cause he can blame it on them and say that they like stole it or something like that. That's what I would think at least. We could probably talk to him about that now.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Okay, let's go to Chesterfield. See what they have to say. There's maybe another thing. No traces of train? How does that make a connection? What did I even just connect just now? Like, I didn't even look at what the heck that was. Because I was just thinking like... Okay, pause. I have no idea what I even clicked just now. Because that was ridiculous. So the prototype has many customers and the special wagon is what I put together. The prototype has many customers and has many special wagon. Okay, so the loss of the prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Robinson thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent and exclusive contracts. Robinson is a victim. Loss of the machine is a disaster for Mr. Robinson. Even though he planned this fraud, he has lost far more than he could gain. The insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. Even though the insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. But like, what is he? I think that Robinson's motive, because the insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. But there's multiple, like, there were multiple buyers. What was he gonna do? He must have multiple prototypes that he was able to give. I think that this is a motive. Because if he already has multiple buyers that need to pay up front on signing the contract, what is he gonna do? It's like, no, I think it's already a huge amount of money, as we even said.
A fishing advertisement.
This thing is full of empty bottles.
Locked.
Morse code alphabet. Oh, I remember learning Morse code.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
Telegraph. Oh, I thought that guy was asleep for a second. He must be drunk, though.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir.
Oh, he
Wake
is
up.
asleep.
Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
Train's passengers.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Oh! Oh, that's why the telegram didn't make any sense, because he was drunk, so he probably didn't actually know what the heck that he was typing. So that was the guy who, he sent the telegrams. Clean clothes. Fishing line. Okay, well I guess he fishes. Married. Oh. An alcohol flask. Strange message. Yeah, that was him.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
I couldn't remember the train compensation, insurance policy, binge drinking, railway map, train was delayed. Binge drink? I clearly remember that train. Binge drinking.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
So whether or not the train even showed up, no trace of the train, it matches untrustworthy to the Chesterfield telegram, does not make sense. Like, the station master of Chesterfield does not take his job very seriously. He seemed untrustworthy. The Chesterfield station master reported the telegraph arrival of the departure of a vanished train. So, like, yeah, it probably didn't even happen. So, past Chesterfield, the train passed through Chesterfield station, despite our being unsure if the station master sent the report. The train never passed through Chesterfield station. The station master was drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. He could have sent the report without witnessing the train. I don't think that's entirely true, because I thought that we saw it, no? Like, we saw the lights of the train when we were there, and then it disappeared near our station, and the train has to pass Chesterfield in order for the train to be near us. Because we were where? I think that it passed Chesterfield. Like, while his testimony is unreliable, yes, I think that it actually did pass Chesterfield. Because if you think about it, look at the map. We're in Evesham. We saw the train here. It had to have passed Chesterfield. There's no way that it disappeared somewhere here, because then how did it disappear over here? So I think that he sent the report, but his overall testimony may not be the best, but what's been drinking has been very drunk yesterday, but I still think Chesterfield railway station should be carefully examined. The Chesterfield station master is addicted to alcohol. The hue of his face and his nose in particular can confirm this without any doubt. His wife takes good care of him. In spite of this, he is lazy, distracted, and obviously not in a position to perform his duties well. Despite this, the message to telegram from Chesterfield, it said departed 5 minutes later at 12:30 in the morning. So he was clearly drunk, but Chesterfield railway station, train 324. How accurate can we say that this information is? I think that the train did pass through, but I don't think that the information is accurate. Because 3.24? Well, 3.2 or 324 train linear. So it seems accurate. I don't get why there would be this message to all stations, though, which is why it's a little bit confusing. Oh, there was telegraph that we can check out in just a second, but there's nothing else here, is there? Okay, let me look at the
A
telegraph.
telegraph.
And is that it? So...
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Okay. This is the warehouse.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
So what was it? Was it maybe just a carriage? Oh! Was it this? Handle car wheelbase. Oh! Spare parts of handcar? No trees. A dismantled handcar with spare parts scattered around. It was found at Chesterfield Station. The train simply vanished. Fake train experiment. The dismantled handcar seems directly connected to our mystery. Reconstruct the handcar to see if it can imitate the vanished train. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay, that's so brilliant. Fake train experiment. Okay.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Okay. Small gear. Wheel
I
axle.
should use the appropriate object here.
Shoot, I don't know how to assemble one of these. What else can I? Hand mechanism joint. Wheel. Okay, that could probably go where the wheels are supposed to be.
I should use the appropriate object.
I did not mean to say wooden base, I meant to say wheel axle. Okay, well, turn object. Brakes.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Oh wait, no, the brakes should go...
I should use the appropriate...
Hand mechanism.
I should use the appropriate... I should use...
There we go, that's what I meant. Okay. So hand mechanism.
I should use...
Oh, a small gear. Oh. Oh, I can rotate it. Okay, guys. Okay, wait. I did not know. Oh my goodness. I did not know that we can rotate it. Guys. I promise I'm not slow. What else is there? Is that it? Or I guess wooden base? Is there something to use?
I should use the...
What am I supposed to put there? Oh, wooden board right there, okay. Okay, hold on. We gotta rotate it. Okay, there we go, wooden base.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Uh-huh.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Whistle, okay. So, let me find that. I don't even know what I just picked up. I picked up before looking. Headlight. Train steam whistle. Perfect.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight.
Connect headlight.
The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Oh.
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here.
Push. And you.
The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Now I would need to go.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night.
Interesting.
The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So, such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Okay.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
I can imagine. So, fake train spare parts of handcar. So, vanished earlier. The train never reached. Oh, so the train never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts from Chesterfield Station. Okay, so yeah, like I knew that it was fake. Like I knew that, but I didn't like. So it never reached Evesham, which means. Oh, we were at Evesham. Okay, I thought it meant Chesterfield. The station master was drunk. His testimony seems. I think it's possible. I still don't know because it's still possible that. Because why would he send a telegram just cause? You know what I mean? Like I feel like he must have at least seen something, unless it was this train. Unless he saw this train and wasn't confused about it. But let's go to our part here.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
How? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, wait. Bam.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham Station.
Okay, which doesn't make sense, but... So, okay, a detailed railway including all branches. So if I wanted to go somewhere, it would either... I would probably want to go here, because this seems like the most obvious place to, like, go somewhere, but also the other, like, small place right here. Solve the mystery of the advanced train, examine the side railway branch that begins the railway switch, examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield. Okay. Oh, and we can go to all of them. Which this one doesn't really make sense, because if the train didn't even make it to Evesham, then it's definitely not going to be here. But you know what, I guess we gotta try it. I want to go to the railway switch, because that makes the most sense. That's what I was saying from the start, that like maybe there was a railway switch. Chesterfield, Bridlington. So... Oh, and I went to the mines by chance. Okay, well, let's go. Oh, never mind. We gotta stay here. Oh.
Mines. This is interesting.
Oh, maybe they needed a light source in the mine so that they could get something, you know what I mean?
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Like, maybe that's what they needed. They needed, like, a light source to go through the mines. But who's they? That's the real question.
It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
That's incredible. I love the, like, animation cinematics. So... that leads to the query to the station. Examine mines to find out if it's possible to hide a train there. Okay, so... oh, now we can actually go to the mines. Okay. Let's finish exploring this part first, like, in its totality, before we go on to, like,
Here
a
are the
different
mines,
place.
Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
Oh yeah, there's no way that they're here then. Or maybe, wait, vehicle traces take measurements? Examine.
Nothing interesting here. Distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches.
4 feet 8 inches? That's 4 feet 8 inches? No shot. I was just trying
A lightly
to...
loaded
okay.
vehicle came this way.
Lightly loaded, then that was probably not the train. But then I was looking at that, I was trying to say, like, what the heck could that be? But would it
There
be?
is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
So definitely not the train. Actually, probably this wagon right here, but not the train.
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Collapsed mine, pile of stones, paper package, strange package.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose.
Stiff
Let
and
us look
dry,
inside.
like sandpaper. Sawdust.
I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
What, is it gonna be like a bomb or something? TNT. Okay, well, I wasn't far off.
Dynamite.
Well, yeah, okay, dynamite. Mines were blasted, mines are collapsed. Oh, okay. Concealment, the mines were collapsed to hide the train. Dynamite was used after the train was inside. No. The mines were collapsed with dynamite. Somebody wanted to close them intentionally. I think they wanted to intentionally be enclosed because of, what's it called? Because we know that the train couldn't have gone through this way. The train, it says, like, small and light tracks. There's no way that the train could have gone through here. What else is around here, though? That's some really nice, like, sounds. Like, that's pretty impressive, actually. But I find it kind of difficult to believe that there's really nothing here. The metal box.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
Oh, another one of these puzzles. You're not gonna it. I like. Oh, did he like something? Did he like something? What's this? There we go.
The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
Okay, this is already like the second time that we've heard the Chilean company being mentioned, the Caracas. But new instructions to all vehicle security personnel. We inform you that representatives of the Barcazas group are granted free access from now on. This company is the future owner of the mines. Also, starting from today, a no trespassing rule is upheld against any representative of the Caracal Consortium. The preliminary contract of this hill has been cancelled. Do not provide any explanation. This information is confidential. Okay. Traces of the mine are fresh and were made by a small truck with a base of around 4 feet 5 inches. So maybe that was just carrying the mines. Use the algorithm to discover more about the WEA Coal Company. WEA Coal Company.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
Well, oh?
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
What should we...
Cigar stub.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations
I can literally
into one
look.
picture.
I can literally see the sombrero right now, dude. This is crazy. Yeah, you can literally see it right now. Where does this move this to? Maybe I should try looking at it from like this way. Wait, it's almost right there. Oh, that's so unique how they made it like that.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes,
What?
you amaze me.
No, I think that's the
No,
name.
Watson, I refer to the cigar.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
It is
thought.
a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Oh. So they probably know something of the burnt paper.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint.
Okay, so the same...
These ashes and cigar stubs are similar
Yeah.
to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Interesting.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Okay. And what did that message say? The Oh. A new setting.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
All right.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Of course. Right after I check what's over here. What's that ticking sound? So, contact Mycroft or examine.
A telegraph.
Let's contact Mycroft.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
There are two companies, the Chilean Barcazas and the Mexican Caracal. Both wanted to purchase the WEA coal mines. The Mexican Caracal Consortium had established an initial deal and had prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean Barcazas group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. Interesting. Both wanted to purchase the... Okay, but the Chileans... So they managed to get it. But there was also WEA coal and Mexican versus Chilean. So... the connection is WEA Coal has sold the mines to the Chilean Barcas Company despite the initial deal with Mexican Caracal Company, Mexican versus Chileans. Both the Mexican Consortium Caracal and the Chilean group Barcas are willing to purchase the mines. So the Mexicans held no grudge against the Chileans. Business after all. Really? Or I think there's gonna be another clue eventually that we haven't discovered that's gonna end up resulting in another thing, which I do not think that is the case. Like, I don't think that... I think that they do have beef with each other right now.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Is that it? I feel like there should be something else. Maybe something we haven't discovered yet? Station
This
master's
postbag
bag.
belongs to the station master.
Letter to lawyer. Cornwall Advocate Agency, Main Road, BR698J, Bromley. Okay, wait, that was the rich guy from the Chilean group. In reply to your last warning letter, I wish to assure you that I shall soon honor all the latest installments that I need to pay according to my debts. Yours faithfully, Edward Duff. Okay, so is this yours faithfully? I feel like that's something that you would send to like a loved one, like someone who you're in a relationship with. But like this is like, I guess, a lawyer. So, I shall soon honor all the latest installments that I need to pay according to my debts. Interesting. So he's paying his lawyer in debts, but the installments. Okay, maybe he's talking about the prototype. Mexican cigars. Suspicious man at Doncaster Station was smoking a Ricardo Turrent, expensive Mexican cigars of excellent quality. He has spent at least the last few days there. And of excellent quality. He's probably rich. He's probably part of that other Mexican company. And there's a large flood area near the Doncaster Station in Old Party. What is a letter to wife?
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
Oh, okay. 7 Alpine Street, Basford, Nottinghamshire. My darling, I asked you to trust me this time. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in the house without me since that is your wish. So, okay, Doncaster Mass. Who is letter to Doncaster Master's wife, letter to lawyer? So, this is Edward Duff. Is this the same person or are these two different people? I'm not sure if this is from the same
Railway
thing.
post bags.
Because it's like with these things, it clearly seems like it clearly makes sense why someone would want to steal the prototype, because it's very expensive, and so it's like it would be a great way to basically get money and to pay off debts. So
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
So it probably gives it like a good incentive as to why they would want to do it. So I doubt that the already rich guy who has a bunch of money is probably the one who's behind all of this, because he's well off. It seems like unless that's a red herring, but...
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
So he's Mr. Duff, the guy who had the letter to... It was a letter to his wife, so... He's having, not only is he having financial struggles, but he's also having, like, I guess, marriage problems, because, I mean, like, it kind of seems like his wife and him are separated. Yeah, ring mark. So, like, the past, Mexican, okay, but yeah, flooded area.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Well, yeah, I know that he has financial struggles, so that makes sense. But he also has the motive of keeping his wife
Did
healthy.
any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
So he says... So no one got off the train, but he says that, he reported the train coming by.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
The station master of Doncaster is in a depressed state. He may be recently divorced. Oh, yep, that's what I was thinking. Owing to the mark left by the ring on his ring finger, his clothes are untidy, and it appears that he finds his single life quite difficult. His master's watch is missing. It could be lost or stolen, or even pawned if he is in a desperate need of money. Interesting. So, examine Doncaster station. Where are we currently? We're currently here. We are in Doncaster. Oh, but we want to inspect the beach. So examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry on the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham. Side railway branch. Okay, we haven't, I guess, investigated. Examine the side railway branch at Evesham. So there, and then examine mines and find out, is it possible to hide train there? Okay, well, so this hasn't been marked off yet. So I'm assuming that we haven't technically resolved this case yet. Like, we haven't resolved our business with the mines. And then examine Doncaster railway station for suspicious details, including inspect the beach area around the lake and find the man who is smoking cigars like on Doncaster Hall. So we still need to go back to the mines, but I'm gonna investigate Doncaster a bit more because we need to actually inspect the railway.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Whoops. So I'm pretty sure it's talking about investigating this. Oh, yeah.
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Is it possible that the train went here because it's... Oh, well, the rails are no longer here, so...
The railway ends here. That is strange.
Yeah, because, okay, so we have a new clue. Doncaster Telegram, no, so, old railway to the quarry. So there's an old railway at Doncaster that leads to the quarry. It is flooded and missing a section of rail. Flooded quarry, the quarry near Doncaster Station is flooded. So yeah, probably those two. So could be sunk. The train could have been sunk in the flooded quarry at Doncaster Station, or cannot be sunk. The train cannot be sunk in the flooded quarry because the old railway that leads there is missing some rails. So I feel like it could have been sunk because even though the railway is missing, why is it missing? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And like, there's still imprints in the soil that shows that the railway was there recently. Because like, why would they remove the rails? Like, I feel like I was actually just about to say maybe the reason why it's flooded is because the train is actually there. Maybe the train is actually there, and that's why it ended up being flooded. I think it could be sunk. Well, like, let me see what happens if I say cannot be sunk. Okay, still like no conclusion, but I think that it could be sunk, cause like logically, like it doesn't make sense. Like, well, in terms like I don't see what the motive is for the train to have been sunk. But maybe it was like an attempt to like a murder attempt. Like, for example, it was the Mexicans who were trying to get back at the Chileans because of that business deal, and so that's why only the Chileans were left on the train, and so ended up being sunk, and they like removed the rails. I don't know, like, because, like, why are the rails removed? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm saying, like, maybe the reason why it's flooded is because it's there. Because it's still possible that, like, the train just, like, went off course, and then that's why the beach is flooded. Because, it doesn't have a thing. But examine the side, like, because we just, so that finished. Like, solve the, examine the side railway branch at each time, examine mines, and find out if there's spots I had trained there, examine Doncaster railway station. Yeah, inspect the beach area around the lake, find the bank. Yeah, so, like, we finished our job here. I actually kind of want to go back to the mines, because it seems like our business with the mines is not done yet. Okay, so there's information that could be done here that I did not take a look at before. Oh, empty place. Traces on the ground. Missing rails. Screws.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Okay, that's weird. That's suspicious. We saw kind of this, we didn't see these screws, like, taken off. So, okay, that is, so, now that's gone. So, like, as an examine Doncaster railway station and smoke the beach around. So, yeah, now that task is completed. So, like, we completed everything that we needed to do here, but, like, that's weird because, like, here we see that, like, okay, someone removed the rails purposefully. We saw that. But previously, we didn't find any of those, like, nails around the ground, meaning that maybe the rails were already, or maybe the train tracks were already removed, While in this case, it seems like someone removed them, like, purposefully, which is interesting. So if I look at this, where's the mines were collapsed to hide the train. Dynamite was used after the train was moved inside. The mine was collapsed with dynamite. Somebody wanted to close them intentionally. That's kind of like, yeah, that kind of goes back to this, because, like, I'm not sure. Now it kind of seems like it's concealment, because not only did they remove the rails, but they also, like, maybe they collapsed the mine. But at the same time, no, I think that it was sabotage, because... I think it was sabotage, because didn't we find the actual piece of dynamite stick on top of the mines? Like, the dynamite was not... like hidden. It was the other way around. From like what it looks like, I don't think, I mean, I guess it's actually possible. Like, it's actually possible because these rails were removed, so I guess it's possible that the actual mines were it looks like the rails were removed, so it's possible that the train was brought in there first, and then afterwards it was crashed down to conceal it. But then it's like, why? Why would they do that? Why would they make it so that, like, why would they change it, or why would they do that? Why would they conceal the train? I don't understand that.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
It looks incredibly beautiful, though.
These traces were made by carriage. Look.
Oh. So, take measurement, examine.
Nothing interesting here.
What? Okay, these tracks, they're very throwing me off.
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
I'm not making that, no. So a heavy
the vehicle
tracks.
would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
But what about this track, like, in the middle? Oh, stone.
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
And so, okay, the message that I accidentally skipped basically said that the vehicle pressed the stone into the ground, so it should have been quite heavy when it was, like, pushed. And so, following the tracks, I mean, if I look, these are the tracks, are they not? I mean, like, then they kind of, like, disappear. Do we trust that it's this? I mean, like, this looks like an old wagon. I'm not sure what they would hold, though, but...
An abandoned gypsy caravan. This place was abandoned fairly recently.
Oh, well, recently then maybe, but that's a gypsy, I mean...
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Oh, so probably not the, what's it called? If I look, so I said could be sunk, but I guess cannot be sunk. The train cannot be sunk in the flooded quarry because the old railway that leads there is missing some rails, but it's also because probably the dam broke, so that's another reason as to why it's probably flooded. So refuse left on the sand coastline. But there's also what is that? A plate? Metal plate? Las Zarpas?
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
I don't know what Zarpas mean, but... Okay, it says that we have inspected the beach, but I feel like there's still some things that we haven't gotten yet. But okay, but it's like basically what I'm trying to say is that it's like there are other explanations for why the quarry is flooded, which means that like we can't say for sure that it's the train because it's like we don't know that, like it could have been just that the dam broke, and also because before in the mines we actually saw the metal nails in the mines be taken off, meaning that the rails were taken off like themselves, while when we were there at the quarry we saw that there were no like nails, meaning that it was probably taken off professionally and with intention. And the fact that we what's it called, yeah, meaning that it was taken off with intention, probably meaning that it wasn't made to like cover anything up. It was probably already scheduled, which is interesting why it would be like that. But I mean, there's probably another explanation for it rather than, because it's more suspicious, like if you're thinking about it, because like goes beyond reasonable doubt, like that's kind of what we're going after. Like we're trying to make a conclusion based off things that come off a more we're trying to come to a conclusion of who done it based off the fact that we believe that there is like a reasonable doubt that they do it. But it's like, so it's like with this kind of, it's like with the quarry, like there was no nails, so it seems like it was professionally taken off, and the dam probably could have caused a flood, not because there was a huge rain in it. But let's search Las Zarpas. There we go, Las Zarpas barge transportation. Guys, my apologies. I didn't notice that there was like other things, because before in our previous trial there was like kind of just one thing. It was just the newspapers that we had to look at. Or I mean like I didn't realize you could actually go to multiple places. But okay, Las Zarpas barges are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zarpas label belongs to the Mexican consortium Caracal, who cover shipping, electricity services, and mining. So, in heavy goods transportation, okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, like, we saw tire marks and tire tracks with, like, near that area, and with Las Zarpas label in the sand, like, it looks like this is a ship. Like, it actually makes sense why this is here. It's connected to Caracal, but it's like, maybe it's possible that there's a more reasonable explanation as to why they are there. I think it's probably that it's actually possible that the train is actually where the mines are, because, like, there's a logical reason for why, like, Las Zarpas is there on the coast. Like, the dam probably broke, which is why the place is flooded. And so, like, the wagon was also, there was also that wagon, or like that caravan that was pretty heavy and carried large goods. But like, and like maybe those large goods were actually there to be docked onto this ship of like Las Zarpas. Like, yeah, like it's connected with Caracal, but that could just be like a coincidence, maybe. Or like I don't want to name it as a coincidence because it very much could be connected, but I mean, like, it makes sense why that was there. Electricity and mining. Okay, interesting. So, rail system lines are missing. Special transportation. So the Mexican company Caracal has access to the Los Angeles barges. It is a company that specializes in barge transportation. So, So lines slain. Old railway to the quarry. There is an old railway that leads to the quarry. Is spotted and missing a section of the rail. Special transport. Oh, special was used to carry something very heavy to the lake. Oh, well, possible. So what does that tell us? Barges. The Mexicans had recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to ship something very heavy. Possibly. I mean, yeah. Do we know whether or not it's possible that, do we think that that heavy item was the prototype? I mean, like, I don't think it's that heavy. Let me actually look at what I need to do. So, solve the mystery, examine the sideway branch at Evesham. I don't need to look at that. Examine Doncaster railway station for such detail. Well, I have. Okay, so apparently I'm still not done at Doncaster. I'm here. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't see this place earlier. Remains of a building. Okay, wait, hold on.
There was a building here not so long ago.
Oh, are we gonna use our
But I don't
imagination?
understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Maybe it was, maybe it was taken something? Like, how do I, maybe it was like hiding something, or like, this seems to be, what's it called? Like, these train tracks, it seems like they're like going in this part. So maybe it's supposed to be taking this, and there's like, yeah, okay, this looks like this was purposely put this so that it could be put on the tracks. Because, okay, look, there's these wooden planks on the ground that looks like it was trying to put something there, and I'm not sure, but like these kind of look like yeah, doesn't these tracks look like it was going from here, from the building. I think that this building used to be a shed that had like that railway car that we built. Like, remember in Chesterfield, I think, or like in Doncaster somewhere, we built that railway car and we built our makeshift train. Like, I think that train was built here, and it was from here that's how they got it onto the railway tracks over there, instead of just going from Doncaster. Or multiple traces, wheel traces. What do you see, Mr. Holmes? Heavy vehicle traces, or is this where the train was?
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Because, I mean, like, there are traces that are going that way. So, okay, take measure,
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
okay, let me take measurement then.
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Okay, also 6 feet 7 inches, like,
These
from
traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
That's what I was saying. Like, the traces... Okay, dismantled warehouse. But I was saying that the traces that we found at the beach were the... were from here. Like, as in they were... Like, it's the same traces that we found at the beach, interestingly enough.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Okay. Listen. Do we not see this? Like, look. Like, there's these tracks over here, which are from this, probably the same tracks from over here, from whatever was inside here. But then there's also these tracks that come from over here that go this way. And then there's also this wagon, but that's kind of like in the way. Is it possible that that wagon that was carrying all this stuff used to have this attached to it, but then they abandoned it? Because, like, I'm assuming that heavy load must have came through here first before this got in the way. Because I doubt that an object, or a vehicle with that heavy a load could have made this sharp of a turn. Because like, it definitely couldn't have started here, because then we would have seen tracks that were coming from this side. But it was probably like done, or like there's no way it could have made such a sharp turn over here. And if you look at these like faded tracks over here, then they're coming from like this, from this direction, but then like this would have been in the way. So so I'm assuming that it was either there was another smaller like wagon or wheel that came from like here, from inside of the shed, that seemed to be coming out onto the tracks, and then onto here, through here, and then further down the road, as you can see, it goes through that other gate, while there being another track as well that kind of like a heavier vehicle that likely went to the other place at the beach with
it appears that there was a small warehouse near your station, and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
Oh.
See you later, my good man.
Okay, so old railway to the quarry. Okay, wait. Stolen railway track. The storage of warehouse near Evesham Station was ransacked and contains spare section of railway. Old railway to the quarry. There is an old railway at Doncaster. It is flooded and missing a section of the rail. So those were no way. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway. Okay, so somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. So those railways that we saw at the flooded quarry were fake. They're not... What? Really? Why not? Wait, but railway to quarry. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded... That doesn't make sense, because... Someone stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. Well, if they stole it, then that means that they probably placed it afterwards, but that doesn't make any sense, because we then found that same, like, 6 feet 7 inch, like, tire tread mat, like, path on the other side of the thing, and we found it on the other side of the beach. Like, with that heavy wagon, with that heavy caravan. So, like, it's possible that it cannot be sunk, or, well, no, because it says it cannot be sunk in the flooded quarry because the old railways that led there is missing somewhere else. Exactly, but it's like, it's missing some rails, but it, like, no, like, it's only missing some rails because they were placed there without an actual, like, leading to the actual water. They were only placed there, maybe, like, place there to throw us off. Unless I'm misunderstanding something, like, I see it that it cannot be sunk. But if it can, the train has been sunk in the flooded quarry. I don't think so. I do not believe that. I think that it cannot be sunk because I don't understand how these contradicts. Railway to quarry. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. I did misunderstand. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. As in, when we got there, we saw it was like, here are the tracks, and then here was the other tracks that were going to that flooded quarry. And so this other track that we examined, it stopped right here. And so this track from there over, like, forward were gone. Like, they were missing, and we don't know what happened to them. But these people stole the railway tracks to make this like extended part. Like, they stole those railway tracks so that they could extend this part forward towards the quarry, if that makes, and that's why they stole the rail, which that actually does make sense then. It could be sunk actually, because it's like, it does make sense. But if I said that if it missed Chesterfield, okay, I said that it passed Chesterfield. The train passed through Chesterfield despite our being observed. The station master said that report. The train never passed Chesterfield station. The station master was drunk. Testimony seemed unreliable. He could have sent the report without witnessing the train. So if I said no to that, oh, then I guess that conflicts with those other things. So okay, interesting. So we're gonna say that the train has been sunk. I mean, it is possible. Let's see what other things there are. So examine Doncaster railway station for suspicious detail on school. Find the man who's smoking cigars on Doncaster's waiting hall. Let me just go back to Doncaster then. So that makes sense because I mean, like, okay, assuming that like someone did actually go and steal the railways for like a purpose, then it's like, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Cause like, why else would they need all of those railways? It's that man again.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Interesting.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
Probably Mexico.
De Chile.
Oh! Okay, wait, he's actually from Chile. Okay. I just assumed because of the... I should not have assumed that, actually. I assumed just because he said Lo siento, like, because it's Spanish, but also, like, they also speak Spanish in Chile. So, I should not have assumed that. My apologies. But smart clothes. Okay, so he's a rich Chilean, because, yeah. I'm sorry, that was on me. That was wrong of me to do. But okay, so he's rich. It seems like he may be. Wait, what if he's the Barley guy? Okay, wait, because Mr. Sherlock Holmes, he said that it looks like that he recognizes or that he was waiting for someone. So maybe he was waiting for the Australian guy. Oh. Expensive cigar. Okay, that was, well, yeah, I mean, like, I know the cigarette is an expensive Mexican, like, cigarette, which is, like, also partly what contributed to it, but I mean...
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Well, the, Mexican cigars.
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Oh, I did not know that.
Pero not your business.
But it's not your business. What is your business
I
here?
don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them. Or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Good evening.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Okay, hold on. So suspicious Mexican at Doncaster, reported that the arrival and departure of the train, no, rails, stolen WA coal and Chileans. So he's either from the Caracal company or the Barcazas company, which I'm assuming he's from the Caracal company. Because, I mean, like, he is Mexican. So the Mexicans have no goes against the Chileans. But this is absolutely not. Mexicans are angry. The Mexican cartel company held a grudge against the Chilean Barcazas group, as the Chileans were favored for purchasing the WEA coal mines, despite the Mexican preliminary sales contract. Also, another thing that this actually brings up, because on the thing, we said that there was only the Chileans who were on that train, that everyone had to get off the train except for the Chileans. So, I'm assuming that maybe this actually was, like, a murder attempt, where they were trying to kill all the, like, Chileans, because they were angry. I think that they were, like, yeah, Chileans were left. Mexican tribes, the Mexicans organized the Chileans stay on the train. That is why the controller removed all the passengers except for Chileans. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I thought it was a trap. What else is? Oh, that was the other guy. Judging by the expensive brand of this man's cigar and the clothes that he wears, he may conclude that he is financially wealthy. The strong smell of tobacco surrounds him, and his breathing is harsh, indicating that he has been smoking heavily for the past few days. The backs of his hands are red and clouds, a sign of a man who's well practiced in the martial arts. Okay, so what do I need to do next? Examine Doncaster railway station for some details. Okay. There's something here because it says office table examine.
Newspaper articles on horse racing.
Like
hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Oh, horse racing tickets take. Okay, see, I knew there was something I was missing. Betting tickets.
Slips for horse racing.
I should probably talk with that with the guy about that. Like about well, I guess that's it, right? Oh, betting ticket. But yeah, I should probably talk about the other guy about that, like
The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his
the guy
savings.
who's poor and his like wife and him are divorced, and like he's trying to pay off his debts. Like that's like the guy I'm talking about, the guy over here. So are we really saying that it sunk, that the ship sunk? I don't think the ship sunk. Like, yes, I believe that the Mexicans were probably behind it. Like, the Mexican peoples were probably behind this. Like, but I don't think that the train sunk unless the Mexican people put the train into the water and also broke the dam so that the water could cover up the train. That would be something that would possibly happen.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Gambling. Horse racing tickets.
We found a number of horse racing
I
tickets.
never failed,
inside
finished
your
10
office.
dialogue QTs without a failure.
Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir.
Why does that matter at all, though? Doncaster master received money. The station master of Doncaster received money recently. He assured... Oh. Well... Okay. He assured his lawyer and his ex-wife that he would be sending them money and bought horse racing tickets despite the fact he can ill afford them. So, the Dong reported by time that the arrival and departure of the Venice train. Rail mines are missing. There is an old rail, but part of it has been a stolen rail track. The storage warehouse near Euston Station was ransacked and contains spare section of railway tracks. I select that because I thought maybe he stole them so that he could sell them. Oh! The rails to the mines are... Okay. Really? Wait, there's an old railway leaving the mines, but part of it is... Really? I highly expected it so that to be that he... Because, like, we saw the nails there. So I thought maybe he actually did take the wood off of it, like, so that he could go and sell them. But it's the telegram? The Doncaster station master reported by telegram that arrival and departure of the vanished train. Why is that significant? Past Doncaster, the train passed through Doncaster station. The station master reported the train never passed through Doncaster. The station master lied and said a false report. Perhaps he was bribed with the money he was. Perhaps he was bribed with the money he desperately needed. That makes a lot more sense. Mexicans. That's yes. This is what I am thinking happens. So I think it was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train in a flood of quarry to hide their crime. I believe this, except no, because something's not sitting right with me. Something doesn't sit right with me. What's up with the mines? Hold on. What's up with the mines? Where are the... Robinson's motive? Robinson is a victim. Yeah, like... Okay, the Mexican person, he lied. He was not there just now, and he was saying that he was waiting for his people to get off the train. He says that the people were on the train that ended up, well, I'm assuming it's sunk. Well, speaking of which, did he ever say that, actually? Let me look. Solve the mystery. I think that we have to make a conclusion right now, but if we look at the dialogue, what did he say? I was to meet my fellow compañeros who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train. So he already knew about the train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them or their bodies, and now in response to their responsibility to repatriate time. Okay, so essentially, let me ask me, who said that they were Chileans? Where did we hear that they were Chileans? Because maybe it's not. Maybe those people who were on the train weren't actually, in fact, like, Mexican people instead. And maybe they weren't actually even Chilean to begin with. And we just assumed that they were because of this. But let's see. Okay, something still doesn't sit right with me. I think at this... Wait, rails to mines are missing? Stolen rail track. The storage warehouse near Irsham station was ransacked. It contained the spare section of the railway track. Rails to mines are missing. There is an old railway leading to the mines, but part of it is missing. Railway to quarry. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old... Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. I believe this. I believe this. I believe it. I think it couldn't be sunk. There's another explanation. The dam failed. The train passed Chesterfield station despite it being Oh, so it's saying that it couldn't have. The train never passed. You know what? That's also plausible. There is plausible explanation to that. But then that doesn't give me an actual outcome. This is very difficult because I believe that the Mexicans are angry. I think that the Chileans were purposely left on the train. Because there's no shot. There's no way that this was an accident. There's no way that they accidentally, like, overlooked them. Like, they were purposely left on the, train. Mexican, hell no, business. If I said no... But I don't believe that. I think that the Mexicans were also angry. If I remove Robinson's motive, the loss of control will bring a lot of easy money to Robinson thanks to the insurance among the fraudulent. I think Robinson is a victim. The loss of machine is a disaster for Robinson. Even though he planned this fraud, he has lost more than he could gain. I think that Robinson is okay. So that still doesn't change anything about this. This is very strange because it's like I believe everything that's kind of like here. The Mexican are using utilized barges at the lake, probably to ship something very heavy. I think that the train was not sunk. The dam broke, which explains why it's flooded right now. We saw the metal, like, how do I put it? We saw those nails at the mine, explaining that that someone did it. Like, the Sherlock Holmes literally said that someone purposely opened up took off the rails and put them down, that it was handmade, while we did not see anything like that at the quarry. And then that heavy, 6'7" wheel track was found here at the East Dam, but it was also found at the beach, and I do not understand why it would be found at the beach. If it, that does not, I still don't understand that, actually, because even if it was at the mines, that doesn't make any sense, but, okay, look at this. The mines are here, and then the beach is over here. I think this and this makes more sense than having the quarry be put over here, and then somehow having it moved all the way here on the beach, because that's 6'7" thing. This caravan is on the beach right now, and the beach and the mines are a lot closer to each other, while it doesn't make sense why they would build the tracks here into the quarry that's flooded. It's flooded. Where are we? We are in Doncaster right now, right? Yeah. It doesn't, well, yeah. Because, it's flooded right now, but it doesn't make sense that they would bring it all the way over here.
The railway ends here. That is strange.
I don't think it makes any sense that they brought it over here. And then they brought all of those rails, which are incredibly heavy, all the way to the other side of the beach. Because why would they? Why would they do that? You look at here, okay, this is the huge, heavy, 6'7" caravan over here. It says that it was recently,
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
I don't understand why all of that would be brought here. I mean, I guess, those are the wood planks right there. Maybe that was, used to make the railway tracks. But, why would they bring it, over here into this beach? I'm assuming that they were there to get rid of the evidence. But, I mean, I think it makes more sense that it was at the mines than it makes sense, to be on the other side. I think that it makes more sense that these railway tracks... But, I mean, if you look at it, though... Maybe not, because these railway tracks, these look fairly faded. These look kind of, faded, if that makes sense. So, before, the railway tracks at the beach look more pressed down, making me think that it's more recent, that it was a more heavier. While this makes me think more, that this was more, later. Because, this doesn't really make sense. Why is it so, like that? Look at the screws.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Well, they were dismantled, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they were used. Okay, wait. So maybe these rails were here in the past before, but they were purposely removed so that maybe this is the red herring. Maybe this is the red herring. So these tracks, they were originally meant to be here. They were supposed to be here and they were installed, but then they were purposely removed to throw us off course. And in reality, what's it called? In reality, the train went through Doncaster, into the water, because, the tracks were more firmly pressed down, and it was, they were makeshift tracks. You don't see anything because you don't see any of the nails, you don't see any of that because they're not officially built. So it's like very rusty. It's like not rusty, but it's a very like scuffed, as in it's not professionally done, so there wouldn't be any nails like kind of like in the first place, because it's like it's less professionally done. In this place, it's more secure because it has the nails. Like, it was professionally done. It has the nails. It has the safety features that got it, and like they purposely removed it to try and get it off. But at the beach, they specifically purposely tried to not at the quarry, they just needed something to work, so they just put down the rails like how they could, and they put it in a way where they could easily dismantle it if they needed to. So somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway in the flooded quarry. I think, and I agree. I think that the train passed Chesterfield Station, that it still works, and that I think that it could be sunk. I think that the Mexican people drowned the Chileans, and I think it was a political game. So blind justice, the Mexicans' inhumanity toward the Chileans has cost many lives. We must act quickly. Contact Lestrade and allow. Hold on. The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans have cost many lives. We must act quickly. Contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. It was criminally planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and taken the train in a flooded quarry to hide their crime. A criminal. Oh, so like the quarry was already flooded and they used that to their advantage. Okay. And then a criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft a chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted, and turn to his own advantage. Should I give it to Mycroft? Or do I give blind justice? To give contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice. I think this is one of those things again, like last time, where it's, well, it would be good if we gave Mycroft the gave Mycroft that advantage and he made it into his own political game, or would it be better if we just did, like, because, okay, like, yes, the Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans have cost many lives. I agree, but, like, we must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Like, that's not a good, like, if we have that international conflict, that's probably not a good thing. But it's going to be one of those things like last time where, like, even though I don't think that, for example, I don't think that Peter Carey should have died because, like, even though he was a bad person, like, I don't think that he was, like, murdered. But, like, I also understand, like, why. Like, I understand the incentive of murder and, like, of the other sailor. So, like, Patrick Carter or whatever the heck his name was. But I think that like in that case, like, we ended up saying that we should not condemn, but, like, I forget what the other thing was for the PC guy, like the guy who committed the crime. Like, we did something where it's like he left the country, he returned the money, it helped John Nelligan. And it also, like, it basically helped everyone around. Like, it cleared someone's name, it helped John Nelligan, and, like, it helped like the other, like, the Patrick Carter guy or whatever the heck, which helped people more, while reporting him basically didn't do anything. In this case, I don't see, like, I understand doing this, and I agree that what they did was not good. What the Mexican people did in this case was not good. Assuming that what I'm even saying right now is actually right, and this is the correct conclusion. But I don't think that I see any benefit out of doing this, and I think that if I give it to Mycroft, then he could probably have a better use with it, where I think that they will still have, like, something to have, like, this sort of punishment that they basically, in my opinion, I think.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Okay, wait.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking. Can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and
wait, I
police
kind of
officers.
forget the gamblers
The gentleman
and
carries
all
some
this.
vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
I kind of forget what he did. Was it like the Mexicans bribed him to do... I remember the Mexicans bribed him to do something so that, like, he could get money, but I forget what it was. Oh, it was so that they could say that it passed Doncaster Station. That's what I remember doing. It happening.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Wait, hold on. Whoa! I didn't know that I was carrying a gun. Sharpshooter disarmed Mexican by
Good
shooting the gun
shot,
from his
Watson.
hand.
I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the
Dude,
best
this
way
would have been
to
so bad
ease
if I
your
aimed for the
sentence.
head, because I was
By
like
the way,
looking
Watson,
to
would you be so
thinking.
kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Yeah, no, genuinely though, like, okay, wait, hold on. May spoil the gaming experience, but clues found. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and staked the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to keep the train on the run for a few seconds and then sank it to the flooded quarry. Oh, I completely forgot about it. Wait, I could be wrong. But, okay, wait, the railways... But does that even matter? The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. The decision was made to give Mycroft a chance to resolve the conflict. So, okay, but like, based off of his reaction, I think we were right. So, we were right! Okay, wait. I'm actually so happy about that. I actually figured out this case on my own. I'm really proud of myself for that. Because I did not, like... I did not look at any hints. I did not look up like the stuff before, like I don't even remember. Like I might have looked at like certain hints on how to complete like the puzzle. Like I know like when I was measuring like the tire tracks, it's like I searched up how to do that puzzle, not because I didn't like, because I literally didn't know where the measuring tape was supposed to be. So it's like little things like that. But like I didn't look up the information. I didn't look up like who it was. I didn't look up the answer. Like I actually did this by myself, and I used my own logic to figure out how, like, what could have possibly happened, what, like, filling in any of the plot holes and stuff like that. Like, I am actually, like, very, very proud of myself that I actually completed this and I got the right conclusion. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really happy that I completed this, and I'm glad with my decision. I think that I had, like, a good decision. I'm happy with how this played out. I mean, I want to take a look at the other endings, so that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what would happen. I want to see what would have happened if I decided to, I wanted to see what would have happened if I gave them to, Detective Lestrade. I probably won't go with this, but I just want to see what the other option is, and then I'm gonna go back and then press, like, the political game and, like, do the same thing. I still I want to see what would happen if I did shoot the guy. What would happen if I, like, because, okay, I'm not even kidding, when I was Watson and I was, like, choosing between shooting, like, either, like, aiming at the head or aiming at the hand, like, I actually, like, I forgot that I was holding a gun in my hand. Like, I didn't see that I was holding a gun in my hand. So I actually was almost thinking, like, okay, what if I thought what I was gonna do was I was gonna, like, run out and then push the arm up, or I would push him, like, push his head away. Like, what should I tackle first? Like, I thought I was gonna tackle him. But, so I do not know about that. I wonder what would happen, because I got an achievement when I disarmed him. I wonder what would have happened if I ended up, like, actually shooting him. But let's see what happens if I do this. And then I'm gonna eventually, when I continue on, I'm gonna make sure that I do what I originally did, where I disarm him through my hand, and I choose to give him over to Mycroft. Like, I'm eventually gonna do everything that I originally did in my first ending,
the case
but
is solved.
Well, authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely all the same. I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then.
I think there's actually nothing different besides just the dialogue options. So, okay, yeah, like, I remember seeing this, but I thought, didn't process that it was Watson who had the gun. I thought that it was, like, I thought it was him. Like, I kind of forgot about that. So I'm gonna see what happens if I shoot him. Like, what happens if I actually shoot him in the head, and then, like, next time, when I replay this, like,
gentlemen,
I'm gonna pick my
under arrest.
correct ending.
Caramba!
I don't know what caramba means.
You double-crossed me!
So what happens if I shoot in the head?
Holmes, I had to do it.
It is all right, Watson.
Whoa!
Oh my God! I thought I was.
And I did not get a
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence.
Wait, but isn't Lestrade showing up?
Afghanistan, I vowed never to take another human life.
Watson, you did in fact save a life. You should focus on that. Now come, there is still much to do.
But Lestrade is gonna show up, so aren't we gonna get in trouble? Okay, but yeah, so I'm gonna replay it, but I'm gonna, like, do my original ending that I was gonna do. So I did not get an achievement for shooting him in the head, and yeah, I'm essentially gonna say I'm gonna give Mycroft the actual, like.
But I think I prefer to give Mycroft a
There we
chance.
go. Yeah, we should
overlook
our
personal
differences on this
occasion.
occasion. So yeah, so there you go. Like, I chose Mycroft.
No. Well, what?
And here you go, shooting the gun out of the hand. fine with me. But okay, there we go. So I'm really happy. I'm really proud that I actually got this, because like I said, it's like I actually completed this case, because like I had a lot of struggle. I struggled a lot with the first case with Peter Carey, but this time I actually did like really well. Like I actually completed it as well. Like I solved it without like as much help as before, and like I had like a logical conclusion, like I actually understand it. Like I'm really proud of myself. I actually got this, and it's like I'm happy with the choice that I made. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm happy that I decided to use or give this case off to Mycroft, and that I shot the hand and not him. So yeah, so I'm accepting my decision. I'm happy with that. And so personality ranking is commiserative. So case statistics, it says here, but unfortunately I don't think that the case statistics actually ever load. Unfortunately, let me search up what that means actually. So commiserative is like a form of the word commiserative or commiserate, which means to feel or express sympathy, to condole, or to feel or express sorrow or compassion for. That is my current ranking that I have like in this game. But okay, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Once again, I'm really proud of myself for actually completing it and like getting it right, and being able to show like my thought process to you all and like what I think about it. So I'm really happy about this. I'm really proud of myself. I really like this case. Like it made sense to me. I liked it. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn those post notifications on, and I'll see you guys on the next case. Bye!